The internet is coming for Latto heavy again. After 21 Savage skipped her baby shower just to go spend time with his wife and kids, people have been dragging her non-stop. She was already getting clowned before the pregnancy news dropped, but now it's on a whole different level and everyone is watching! It got so messy that even Sexyy Red had something to say and she did not hold back at all. Latto was out here yelling, my man, while everybody knew the man she was talking about was already married. And here's the wild part. 21 can't even publicly claim Latto like that, even if he wanted to, because staying married to his wife, Kiana, helps him stay in the United States. That situation alone has people raising eyebrows everywhere. Latto used to say she was the one doing things the right way. No kids, just waiting for the perfect man and the perfect timing. But now people are side-eyeing her because she ended up expecting a child with a married man? Yeah, that twist caught a lot of people off guard. A couple of months ago, she officially announced the pregnancy and even dropped a new single at the same time, clearly trying to ride that wave.
Is it just me, or is 21 Savage low-key like playing in Latto face? Because why wasn't he at her baby shower with her? And the only celeb that showed up really was like Angel Reese and her sister and her family and stuff. I think that's hella weird, and this goes back to the whole situation with him being a married man.
Then she really got people talking when she posted a video on Instagram showing 21's arms wrapped around her belly, basically confirming what everyone had already been saying about him being the father. If you remember, she had already low-key confirmed he was her man during a TMZ interview, but some people kept acting like they didn't see it until the pregnancy announcement made it impossible to ignore. After that, they were even spotted on vacation together, looking real comfortable. At that point, nobody needed her to come out and say anything directly. Anyone paying attention could see what was going on clear as day. The receipts have been stacking up since 2020, and it was getting harder and harder to deny. Honestly, the only person still trying to play it off might have been her. Now fast forward to recently, she throws this big baby shower, and guess what? Everybody showed up except 21. And that had people talking crazy online. What makes it even more wild is that he had no issue reposting her paper magazine cover with her belly out, basically stamping himself as the father without saying a word. But when it came time to actually pull up and support her in person at the baby shower, he was nowhere to be found, and that absence spoke louder than anything else. He didn't even try to cover it up or send someone in his place. Nothing at all. It was straight silence, and people noticed that instantly. Now, this might not have blown up so much if Latto already knew he wasn't coming, but word going around is she had no clue. That's where it starts looking real messy. The baby shower was actually supposed to be a private event, but things got exposed when her dad posted clips on his social media without her approval. And get this, the only footage anyone has seen from the whole event came from those posts. That raised even more questions about what was really going on behind the scenes. People are saying the reason she wanted everything low-key was because 21 was expected to show up, and when he didn't, it turned into an awkward situation fast. Then a popular IG page, Liv Bitez, tried to stir things up by posting a photo with a random guy's head in the corner, claiming it might be 21, but honestly, that didn't prove anything at all. You could barely see the guy, just a tiny piece of his head, not even his face. Most people weren't buying it and quickly called it out. Instead, the conversation shifted right back onto Latto, with many pointing out that she chose to stay in a long-term relationship with a married man dealing with residency issues. And now, people are seriously questioning why she decided to have a child in that situation. Shaking my head, people are really side-eyeing this whole situation. Some are even calling it that strange male behavior. Because how are you not standing right next to your partner, celebrating the fact that you're about to become a father again? That absence didn't sit right with a lot of folks at all. A big reason people, including Sexyy Red, have been clowning Latto is because many believe she already knew exactly what the situation was with 21. This wasn't something new. This had been going on for years. So now people are questioning why she stayed involved knowing the circumstances, especially with everything being so public now. On top of that, there are rumors floating around that this pregnancy may have been planned. That's where things get even more intense. If you remember, back in 2019, 21 got picked up by ICE after it came out that he was originally from the UK and had overstayed his visa. Even after building his career, that legal situation never fully went away. Because of that, many believed he stayed tied to Kiana since their marriage played a role in helping him remain in the United States. Reports even claimed he was seeing Latto privately, but couldn't go public without risking his immigration case. That alone had people talking like crazy. And during all this, there were also rumors about Kiana possibly stepping back after she changed her Instagram bio from Joseph Mother of Two to just Mother of Two. That small change had the internet reading between the lines and adding even more drama to an already complicated situation. In case you didn't know, Joseph is actually 21 Savage's real last name, and that detail made everything hit a little differently once people connected the dots. Around that same time, Latto started hinting online that she wanted to have a baby with him. And this wasn't recent. This was over a year ago, which has people thinking this might have been on her mind for a long time. Some folks are even saying she believed having a baby would push him to leave his wife and fully commit to her. That's the part that really got people talking crazy online. It all kicked off when she posted on Twitter with the caption, "Update, she's pregnant." At first, people brushed it off as her joking around or just playing The Sims and acting out a storyline. It didn't seem serious until it kept going. Then she posted again, showing her Sims character pregnant with the baby's father relaxing in a small inflatable pool, captioned, "They're having a home birth." That's when people started looking a lot closer. And things got messy real fast. Viewers quickly noticed that the Sims' baby daddy looked way too familiar. Same hairstyle, similar facial features, even tattoos that looked almost identical to 21's. That's when accusations started flying, with people claiming she was either already pregnant at the time or seriously trying to have his child, and the internet hasn't let that theory go since. What makes these pregnancy theories even more intense is that just days before all this, she posted a cryptic tweet that had people raising eyebrows. It said, "Everybody's stealing my baby names, I gotta get this going." And that alone had folks wondering what she was really hinting at. Then, Valentine's Day came around, and instead of a typical post, she shared something way more personal, letting it be known she was in her ovulation window and ready to have a baby. That move had the internet talking heavy because people felt like she was dropping clues right in front of everyone. When you line everything up, a lot of people are saying the signs were there the whole time. From the tweets to the posts, it started looking less random and more like a plan she had been thinking about for a while. But what many are pointing out now is that maybe she expected things to play out differently, especially when it came to 21's situation. Because at the end of the day, he didn't leave Kiana, and he still hasn't publicly stepped up in the way people expected. That's why the reactions online have been so loud, with people like Sexyy Red now openly clowning her. And what makes it even more messy is that she was one of the same people congratulating Latto when the pregnancy was first announced, which just adds another layer to all this drama. She even reposted a picture of Latto and said, "Congratulations, sister at Latto," making it seem like everything was all love on the surface. But behind the scenes, people are saying she was laughing about the situation with her friends, talking about how Latto ended up pregnant by a married man. That switch up has people looking at her sideways. For some, this came as a surprise, but others weren't shocked at all. People who've been paying attention already knew that Sexyy Red and Latto haven't exactly been cool for a while, so this tension didn't just come out of nowhere. If you go back to 2023, they were already throwing subtle shots at each other after people accused Latto of copying Sexyy Red's style. The main topic was true religion fits, and things got petty real quick. Latto responded by reposting something from the Shade Room, showing her wearing the brand, and added, "They be knowing what they doing, lol, very weird." That line alone had people reading between the lines. She didn't stop there either. Latto went digging and reposted old photos of herself from as far back as 2020, showing she had been wearing True Religion way before all the noise. It felt like she was making it very clear where she stood, and not in a quiet. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, she even liked a tweet that added more heat to the situation, keeping the back and forth energy alive and giving people even more to talk about. That tweet she liked really had people talking, because it wasn't subtle at all. It basically suggested that some artists only switch up their style once they see someone else getting attention for it. Even though she didn't say anything directly, everyone knew exactly who the message was aimed at, and it added even more tension to the situation. From there, the energy between them stayed weird. No direct callouts every single time, but little moves here and there that kept the rivalry alive. Fans started picking sides, comparing everything from their music to their fashion, and turning it into a full-blown debate online. Now fast forward to everything happening today, and people are connecting all the dots. They're saying this isn't just random shade, it's built up from years of side-eyes, competition, and quiet jabs. So when Sexyy Red started clowning Latto over the pregnancy situation, a lot of people felt like it was something she had been waiting to do. At the same time, others are calling it out, saying it's messy to congratulate someone publicly and then joke about them privately. That contrast has people questioning what's real and what's just for show, and it's only making the whole situation look even more dramatic online. Now the internet is completely split over this whole situation, and the debates are getting loud. Some people are going in on Latto, saying she ignored all the warning signs and chose to stay in a complicated situation that was never fully hers. They're pointing to everything, from the timeline to the public clues, and saying none of this just happened overnight. But on the flip side, others are defending her, arguing that relationships are not always as simple as they look from the outside. They're saying nobody really knows what was promised behind closed doors, and it's easy for people online to judge without knowing the full story. That back and forth has turned this into a non-stop conversation across social media. Then there's the focus on 21, with people calling him out for staying quiet and not showing up publicly in a clear way. A lot of folks feel like if he's involved, he should be more visible and supportive instead of letting everything play out online without saying anything. At the end of the day, this whole situation has turned into more than just gossip. It's become a messy mix of relationships, choices, and public perception. And with every new post, comment, or rumor, the drama just keeps getting bigger and harder to ignore. And the wild part is, this situation doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Every time things start to quiet down, something new pops up and gets people talking all over again. Whether it's a repost, a subtle caption, or somebody dropping a comment, the internet is locked in and watching every move closely. Fans are now paying attention to everything Latto does, trying to read between the lines of her posts and figure out what's really going on behind the scenes. Even the smallest updates are getting picked apart, with people forming theories and running with them like it's fact. At the same time, there's growing pressure on 21 to finally say something clear and direct. People are tired of the silence and feel like his absence is only making things look worse. That silence is speaking loud, and not in a good way. Meanwhile, the whole situation has turned into a trending topic that just won't let up. Between the old clips resurfacing, the ongoing shade, and the constant reactions from other artists, it's clear this story has taken on a life of its own. And right now, everybody's watching to see what happens next. I find it wild how every little thing Latto does, people are quick to say she's copying someone, like come on, especially when there's proof she was already doing a lot of this before others even blew up. That narrative just keeps getting pushed, and not everyone is buying it. At first, Sexyy Red seemed like she was keeping it chill, not really feeding into the drama, but the moment Latto started throwing energy her way, she matched it real quick. She even reposted something claiming that celebrities weren't rocking true religion like that until she came onto the scene, basically standing her ground and making her point loud and clear. Up until then, a lot of people thought their issues were dead and buried, but clearly not, at least not on Sexyy Red's side. And of course, the internet had plenty to say. One person wrote, "The obsession with messy situations needs to be studied," while another said, "You can't change someone's mindset if they already made their choice." Those comments alone show how divided people are over this whole situation. At the end of the day, this drama has people choosing sides, debating nonstop, and watching every move these two make. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Sexyy Red calling Latto out? And do you think Latto handled this situation the right way? Make sure you drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and share this with someone who's been following the drama.